Jamie here. Um, so I wanted to do a video. Hold on, let me get the camera angle right. I hope that's okay. Kind of a tutorial video, which is kind of crazy considering I'm still a beginner and I don't really know what I'm doing. But I thought it would be good, even just for my own self, because I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. So, you know, sometimes with professionals, like, I mean, well, not professionals, but people who can do the moves pretty well, they give great advice. I wouldn't have been able to do anything without watching videos, but sometimes it's nice to see, like, what it's like for someone who's learning, and also for me to kind of compile everything that's kind of helped me get stuff. I'll start off by saying chest and shoulder hooping was unbelievably frustrating. It was so hard for me. I've been hooping for about 4 or 5 months, but never every day. It was kind of like all winter. It's just April now. I started it at the end of October, but pretty much all winter I just was in my house and just kind of just getting like the waist hooping down. I couldn't really do any tricks because I was in my house and I don't want to knock stuff down. And also, I just didn't have time. Like, I have a full-time job, and so this is kind of just something that I did. But this past week I've been on spring break, so I work in a school. And so I've had a lot of time this past week to do stuff, and so chest and shoulder hooping really has clicked for me in the last few days. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. I've only been doing this for about 3 or 4 days. So first I'll show you, and then I'll just talk about some real quick tips. The first thing, like, when I say it was difficult for me, I mean, I hit myself in the face. I could never get it more than one rotation. I had bruises everywhere. Like, it was the most, I mean, it was so frustrating. I just had a ladybug fly me. It was so frustrating. And so one thing that helped it click was to do the stretches. Now, every tutorial video will tell you this, will tell you to do the stretches, but let me say, like, life-changing for me. So you kind of want to go like this, you want to arch up, and you want to arch back, up and back. It's called the cat back, and like, when I was watching the videos to start off with, I didn't really realize how important it was, so I just didn't do it for like the first long time. Never got it. Another thing is to think of, like, your waist is kind of a circle, but your chest and your shoulders are not. So it's easier on the waist because it just kind of moves in a circle. Whereas on your chest and your shoulders, you have to, like, make the circle. So what everyone will tell you is just, you go left, forward, left, and back. And you'd think that I'd get it because I used to do belly dancing, and that was one of our moves that I couldn't really I wasn't ever very good at. So anyways, it's kind of up, down, back. So it's kind of like, and you just roll it. So it's kind of how you do it. So I'll do a quick demonstration, and then I'll just kind of talk about how I learned. So with chest hooping, this is kind of what it looks like. Right? And now, I just got that earlier today, not even kidding. Just clicked all of a sudden. Shoulder hooping I got a few days ago. And you can see I'm still not very good at it. But I do understand the concept behind it. So anyways, that's shoulder hooping. Now, I still can't do the arms. I'm just getting to a point where I can stick one arm through. Work in progress. One of the things that clicked for me with the chest hooping, this is going to sound silly, but I watched about 4 different videos, and it's kind of a compilation of all of them that sort of made it click for me. The first one was, I think it was a Hoopnautica video, and it was in the troubleshooting. Like, they talked about how to do it, and then at the end of every section, they're like, okay, well, if you're having problems this way. And I noticed the girl in the video was kind of flailing like this, right? And I thought it was really funny. And so, like, I just kind of did the hoop, and I just kind of flailed a little bit. Now, it wasn't pretty at all, but it's what kind of got me to understand how to do it. I could not even do one rotation on my chest up until like yesterday. Another thing, and this sounds silly, for girls, we have breasts, kind of put it above there, and, you know, really work it. I think I was trying to, I don't know what I was trying to do, but put it above, and that was like life-changing for me too. So again, you want to start here, And another thing that kind of helped was someone did a video where you kind of bend over and you just kind of let it flop and you kind of move. Again, not pretty, but it kind of teaches you the motion a little bit. It's a weird motion, and I think that's why it's so hard for hoopers to learn, because it's just strange. It's just not something that we usually do. So kind of bend over. I know I'm going all over the place. I did not practice this video before I decided to do it. So anyways, kind of bend over, flop it, and then just kind of move, right? And don't feel bad about looking silly, because you're going to at first. Another thing, like I was saying, just flail. It didn't work that time, but flail. Just get out there and just kind of let it go until you get it, you know? So you're kind of just flailing. Let me see if I can do this side here. You're kind of just flailing a little bit. I'm trying to think, with shoulder hooping, that just took a lot of practice. I really, it always pops up on my neck, and that's something that made me not want to practice. Like, for the couple months that I was practicing like once a month trying to figure it out, I just never wanted to do it because it would pop up and it hit me in the neck, or it would pop up and then push down, and I had bruises here, just everywhere. The thing that really clicked for me was to have a lead shoulder, or like a shoulder that you push with. And that's going to be the shoulder that controls everything. You want to remember you want to keep like your arms loose, and just moving your shoulders a little bit can like keep it. So like if it you want to keep it like here, you know, like in this area of your arm. And if it starts to come up, you kind of shrug it down. It sounds kind of silly, but shrug it down. If it's starting to fall, shrug your shoulders like that. I mean, just gentle, like you don't want to be like penguining, you know, and all that stuff. Just kind of like shrug it. And that's the part, like, I'm still at a point with shoulder hooping that it takes me a lot of concentration. So I have to think, I have to watch. Sometimes I'll get dizzy because like as you're going, like I'm staring. So still a work in progress, but you really just like want to push with that one shoulder, like push it around, right? Another thing that I could not figure out how to do that I just learned a few days ago, how to get it from your waist up to your shoulders. So you're going in your waist, you want to put your arms like this. This is how you practice, you know, just kind of figuring out where your holes are, okay? Once you get that, if you just sort of stick one arm in, and then you just shrug your shoulders, and it moves the hoop right up, you know. I'm still not at a point where I can do it while I'm not turning so much, but I can try just to kind of, so you can see. But anyways, you just shrug it. Again, I'm a beginner. I'll say that a million times in this video. I am not a professional. I am not that great at these moves. Cannot keep them sustained for a long time, and I'm still not really at a point where I can do them without spinning for a long period of time. Can't do the cool arm thing, like that's the next thing that I want to learn. But anyways, those are my like little tips, like a little tutorial on it, just some things to keep in mind. One thing also that helped, I should say too, I know this video is getting longer. Yeah, it's about 9 minutes long. It's longer than what I meant for it to be. I got the shoulder hooping before I got the chest hooping. Like I said, I got the shoulder hooping like 3 or 4 days ago. Just got the chest hooping earlier today. It just, you know, it just clicks all of a sudden. But one thing was, with doing the shoulder hooping, as I was like shoulder hooping, I would stick an arm up, and I would kind of do it with one arm up, one arm down, and then, you know, I got used to kind of it being around this area, and I think that really helps. So I'm going to try to show you what I'm talking about. It may not work, again, beginner. So this is sort of what I'm talking about. I'm not going to talk because I definitely won't be able to do it, but hold on. Shrug it up. And I just kind of did like this. And then you get the feel for how it's moving and how you need to move your body. So, I don't know if I need to sum up or not, but I will. Chest hooping, very hard. Shoulder hooping, very hard. Just flail it, just do it. Do your stretches, like, you know, do the stretches. Practice without the hoop. Just practice moving. Keep in mind that you want to make your body a circle. It's square, so you need to try to be a circle with the hoop. What else? If you can get shoulder hooping before chest hooping, stick an arm up and just kind of do it half and half. If it pops up on your neck, I don't think I said that. I actually learned if it pops up on your neck, I used to just get mad and be like, oh God, like take it off, just mad. But I kind of learned if you just kind of slow down, like kind of let it, and then you can get it back. It's not very graceful, but just kind of relax and focus on the shoulder and just try to keep it with the shoulder. I said a lot in this video. Anyways, I hope that helped. I don't know if it would or not. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. So it's just gathering lots and lots of information from lots of different places. And that's all. Bye.